Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. That's my wife trying to just get into this video. How's it going everyone? Welcome back to another video. This is a what sold video in which I go over 30 items or 30-ish items that sold for me for great money. I'm going to show you some tags so that you can be familiar with what to look for when you go to the thrift stores and try and find those brands as well. And that you too can get in on some of the profits that I'm making for yourself. Thanks for watching this video. My name is Jason. And I'm a full-time eBay reseller. If you're not subscribed to my channel, would you consider subscribing right now? I offer a lot of videos that are reseller tips, BOLOs, what solds, and a lot of things just to help people like you get your business off and running. And if you're already going, just tips to help you get to that next level. For those of you that are familiar with who I am and have been kind of following along on my journey, I want to share with you a change that I made in my eBay store. A change that has been probably a long time coming. I've been selling on eBay for quite some time now. I've been doing it as a reseller business for 4 years and full-time for 2.5 years. For 3.5 of those 4 years, I've offered free shipping. However, in the last couple of weeks, I decided to change that and no longer offer free shipping. I wanted to do a trial, so to speak, to see how this works, see if my sales really do experience a difference, whether good or bad, and just use this opportunity to figure out whether I want to keep charging for shipping or go back to where I was offering free shipping. Let me just give you a little bit of a background story on why I would consider switching from free shipping to charging for shipping. First things first, I usually try and go with the items that eBay suggests. Free shipping, free returns, I promote my listings. I do a bunch of things that I think that eBay will in turn help me boost my listings up in the search results. And for the most part, I've been pretty happy. Can't complain. All of this has been working out for me. I'm doing fairly well. But there's one reason why I considered switching from free shipping. So let's just take what I've been doing. If I have a shirt that I want to get 25 bucks for and shipping costs $5, I've just been making my price $30 with free shipping. But recently I went into my store and let's say I have that shirt right now marked for $30. I added a $5 charge or whatever the shipping would cost for that item onto those additional items. And what I've noticed is this. On all of my items, I have best offers, and I've noticed that people have been making offers for larger amounts than what I was getting when I offered free shipping. So I've been making a few extra dollars per item in sales, which ultimately leads to more profits per item. And that's great news. But another reason why I've changed from free shipping to charging for shipping, and the reason probably why I will stay with charging for shipping is this. Whenever I get a return from a buyer on an item that I sold on eBay, and I've received that item back, whenever I've done free shipping, I have to give back a refund of the full amount. So if I sold that shirt for $30 with free shipping, when I receive that item back, I have to give back the full refund of $30. But let's say in this example that I sell that shirt for $25 plus $5 shipping. When I get a return on that shirt, eBay gives me the option to only give a refund for the $25 and to keep the initial $5 that I spent on shipping to get it to the buyer. Basically, eBay's giving me the option of refunding the shipping or not. This is an added bonus to charging for shipping. I don't necessarily have to give back the shipping that I paid to get it to the buyer. I will say that free shipping is definitely something that could be beneficial for your business. I'm kind of on the fence right now. I'm doing this trial run, but I don't see myself switching based on how the last 2 weeks have been. The reason why I kept it at free shipping for the most part is because that a lot of people are used to Amazon's ways. The Prime, free, 2-day shipping. And eBay even gives a boost to those people who offer free shipping in their store on their items. So as a buyer, you can scroll down on the left side, click free shipping, and all those sellers who don't offer free shipping disappear, leaving your items listed. And that may be one reason why you want to offer free shipping. That was the reason why I did that. But now that I've switched, and for the reasons that I told you before, I think I'll probably leave it. I know there are a lot of you on the fence about this. Some of you are offering free shipping and some of you are charging for shipping. And honestly, you got to do what works for your business. But as for me right now, I'm going to just continue on charging for shipping, give it a few more weeks, and we'll see how it goes and decide from there whether I want to continue on or go back to free shipping. Speaking of shipping, I had a situation arise recently and I wanted to tell you about it. I had a buyer recently purchase an item for $15. It was a Ralph Lauren button-down shirt. It had a couple of stains on it, so I sold it pretty cheap. All in, it was 15 bucks. I sent it off before I went on vacation, dropped it off in the mail, and went away. A couple days ago, I got an email from the buyer asking if the item had shipped because it was still showing it was sitting in my hometown. Well, of course, I'd shipped it out like 5 days prior, so even though it had registered in the possession of USPS, it was still not moving. It was sitting in my town. And some of you may experience things like this because of COVID and the election that we had. The mail has been backed up, it's been slower, and just sometimes it takes longer to get to its destination. I was concerned that if it hadn't been moving for a few days, that maybe it had been lost somewhere and was not going to be found at all. So I called USPS and I spoke with a representative. They were able to open a case for me on this particular package. I received an email back showing that the case was open, and within a day I received a call from a USPS worker basically asking me about the details of this package and letting me know that they were experiencing significant delays into New Jersey where the package was supposed to be going. That flights had been reduced down from 4 or 5 flights out of Arkansas a day to 1, and so that a lot of those packages were backed up. And he notified me they would probably get moving soon. And lo and behold, today I looked and it was in New Jersey, so it's going to be delivered to the buyer, which is great. I don't have to refund him his money for a lost package, and he should get the shirt soon. But all that to say, if you have an issue with the USPS either delaying your item or possibly whether you're concerned that it may be lost, feel free to give them a call and open a case, and that will get them looking into your package, and that will just put a little bit of a mark on that for them so that they know to be on the lookout for it and to contact you if it does get moving. So even though if this had been lost on a $15 item, that's not going to break me. I'm glad that it's moving and that I don't have to refund the buyer on this. Some of you may know that last week, my wife and I went on vacation. We went up to Pennsylvania, to the town of Lancaster, and got to spend some time with some friends and really enjoy ourselves, eat out, go to some coffee shops, and just enjoy the Northeast. It was a great time, and I was able to adjust my eBay store so that it accounted for being away for those 3 business days so that my shipping wasn't late. I actually posted a video about this recently called eBay's new time away feature, and it's in my YouTube channel. So if you'd like to check out this video on eBay's new time away feature, feel free to go into my channel. It's a couple videos back. There you can find that video, which will explain all the benefits, a step-by-step guide, how to use this time away feature. And then I explain to you what I do when I go on vacation to set up my store so that it accounts for the time that I'm going to be gone, making sure that I don't get delayed shipments or late penalties. Well, now let's get into what this video is all about, which is the 30 or so items that sold for me in the last week or 2 for great profit. So let's go take a look at those now, and I'll switch over to my computer where you can see more of the details of these items, get a good look on the brands and the tags, and I'll show you exactly how much I paid and got for them. Let's go now. All right, guys, well, here I am. I've got my screen set up and I've got all these tabs open to show you exactly what I've sold over the last 2 weeks. Now, I'm doing this a little different than I normally have in the past just because I figured this way I can show you the tags and any discolorations or flaws or anything like that. I have much more access to showing you what the tag looks like so that you can find those items. Usually what I would do in the past is I would just show you one screenshot, a picture, and really all you see is like the front side of a shirt or pants or something, but you may not get to see the tag and therefore know what to look for when you're at the store. So let's take a look at these items that sold for great money, and just be aware of the tags that I'm showing you because those are the items that you'll want to find in the stores. Now, unless I tell you not to pick something up, these are all items, BOLO items, that I recommend. So let's take a look now and see what sold over the last 2 weeks. All right, so we're starting off with item number 1, and we're going from the most recent to the oldest. So this one just sold today. These first few items just sold today. And if I got a best offer for it, it won't show up on eBay's webpage, so I'll just have to tell you. But as you can see, this is a Duluth cotton flannel shirt. It was brand new with tags, and it was 4XL, which is a great size. I honestly thought this would sell faster than it did. It took a little while to sell. I was a little shocked, but I still got some great money for it. So this, I took a best offer of $35 plus $5 shipping, a total all in of $40. If you don't know Duluth, that's the tag right there that you want to be on the lookout for. Most Duluth items are going to look exactly like that tag. They don't have a lot of different tags. They all pretty much look like that. This next item is an item that I listed, and within an hour or 2, I got an offer, and I was able to negotiate into a good price. So I had this in that mid-30 range. I got an offer, and we basically negotiated on $28 plus $10 shipping. So $38 all in. This is a Dakeen getaway, like weekender bag. It's women's. You can see there's the brand Dakeen, I think is how you say it. Like a plaid duffel. It was like a 2 or 3 night trip bag. Had a really cool pattern on the inside. It was excellent condition. I really only paid a few dollars for this. It was like $3 or $4 at Goodwill. And to sell that within a couple hours of listing for $38, almost that $40 range, was a really good sale. And so I was excited about this because honestly, I've got a lot of items stacking up in that closet over there that are more like hard goods and bigger jackets and things. And I was just thinking today, I need to move some of these. And I listed that and it sold. This next item up was an item that I listed just yesterday. So 2 really good sales after just listing them. And this was another hard good item. And the brand was Max Sarah. And I'll show you the bottom here. There's the logo on the back, Max Sarah. And then this was just the cream sunflower coffee mug. These were larger mugs. It was a set of 2. I paid $5 for both of these. And like I said, as soon as I listed it, I got a watcher. And I accepted an all-in price of $35. So they offered $25 plus $10 shipping. So I took $5 at the thrift store and turned that into a $35 sale on eBay within really a day of listing it. So that's a great sale. And again, another hard good item out the door, an item that I don't have to store anymore. I've been focusing lately on mugs. So you may start to see more mugs that I'm selling just because I have a lot more in there, and I've got some really high dollar ones as well that you may have seen on a recent video. This next brand I don't think I've ever mentioned before in videos, so this is a great brand to find. And the brand is called Loudmouth, and as you can see right there, Loudmouth, and these are obviously USA flag shorts. Loudmouth is really like a golf brand, so they're a golf brand that designs like really bright colored shorts. Kind of like this, but they'll do like pinks and blues and greens and just all kinds of different bright colors. Golf is kind of moving in that trend where golfers, instead of just wearing your typical like blue and khaki pants, they're really starting to branch out into different colors. And Loudmouth, that's kind of what the logo looks like right there, is a brand that sells really well. This is probably the 3rd time that I've sold this brand. And again, they always go quick. These probably sold within 3 or 4 days of listing them. I got $35 plus $5 shipping, $40 all in. And again, that's what the brand looks like. Sometimes it's hard to find because they don't really put their logo a lot on the outside of the shorts. You can't really see it anywhere here on the front or the back. You just have to look inside where the pockets are and see that pattern. This next item is one you'll probably know, of course, Polo Ralph Lauren. I can't tell if that is a vintage tag or not, but it looks similar to what some of the older tags look like. I mean, that's definitely an older tag, but I'm not sure if that's considered vintage, meaning like 20 or 30 years or older. But anytime I find Polo Ralph Lauren sweaters, especially like cardigan sweaters that aren't just 100% cotton, this one was... well, it was 100% Pima cotton, but I think I picked this up because of the look, the cardigan sweater feel. It was lightweight, but it was in great condition. And as you know, with my stipulation, I always look for this horse logo on the chest to pick up Polo stuff because Polo's out there quite a bit. And this was kind of a weird thing because, as you know, I'm charging for shipping now. I had this for $40.31. The buyer sent an offer for $35 plus $5 shipping. I went in to accept it, and to my knowledge, I did accept it. But then somehow it came through as sold for full price of $40.31 plus $5 shipping. So somehow I made $45 on this. I'm not sure what happened, whether another buyer came in and bought it before I accepted or something, but I'm pretty sure that I accepted it, so I don't know what happened. But $45 for this sweater, and it's lightweight, so it goes first class. This was a great sale, and love these Polo Ralph Lauren sweaters. This next item, I don't find that often, but it's a great brand. And honestly, this is my favorite personal brand to wear in jeans for myself. So I'm always looking for Hudson jeans. Hudson jeans are an expensive designer brand. If you go and pay brand new on their website, they're $150 to $200 a piece. So therefore, if you can find Hudson used jeans in excellent condition, you're gonna get 50 or close to 50 for them. This is an older style, and as you can see here, this is what the back looked like. We had a little bit of that pocket that flipped up, which I listed in the description. That little flag right there, the Great Britain flag, is their trademark Hudson logo that you'll find on the back of their jeans. And then that's what their tag looks like on the inside. They make women's and men's. I typically just stick with men's. I used to sell women's, but they just don't get as much anymore. So if you can find button fly, that's always great. These were like a black, dark gray or black color. So it was a really good color and great size. They sold for a best offer of $30 plus $8 shipping, $38 all in. Rather than breaking it down like this with these next few items, I'm just going to tell you the all-in price, and just know when I say that it includes shipping. So $38 on this, great sale, and glad to move those. This next brand is Adriana Goldschmied. A lot of times you'll see AG on the back pocket, and it looks just like that. You can see AG right there in the circle, and then on the inside, Adriana Goldschmied there. And usually with these pants, they'll say they make a lot of different like pants or jeans. Like the Graduate is one, the Protege is another. I'm sure there are a couple more out there that I'm just not aware of or haven't seen, but those are the two that I see the most, the Graduate and the Protege. And that will usually tell you like slim leg or straight leg. And I always put that in the description. So AG, Adriana Goldschmied, Protege would be how I listed it, or Adriana Goldschmied Graduate. These were a smaller size, but they sold for a best offer of $37 with shipping. Here's another item that I listed yesterday and sold yesterday within an hour of listing it. I just created a video on TikTok for this saying that this was a great brand to look out for, and it sold roughly in that same time. I'll show you a quick zoom in on the shirt here, see if you can recognize that logo. So that logo right there is what you want to find, and you especially want to find it on green shirts, green hats, those green vests, jackets, anything like that. Green is the color of this golf tournament. It's the Masters. It's played every year in April. This year they just played it in November, so this last week due to COVID. But every April is when people start looking for items to wear to the Masters golf tournament in Augusta, Georgia. I'll show you the tag right there. Amen Corner is one. You can also find, that's not necessarily the brand that you have to find. As long as it has that Masters logo on the chest, it will sell. But the brands that sell well are that Amen Corner, or the tag will say Augusta National Golf Shop or Augusta Sportswear. Those are kind of the brands that, Augusta's the golf course. So those are kind of the brands that sell really well with the Masters logo. And this one was even 100% cotton. So cotton isn't really desirable as much as like polyester or nylon nowadays, but because it was 2XL, it was green, it was striped, great condition. I sold it within an hour of listing for a best offer all in of $34. So for something I paid $4 for, I'll take a $34 sale all day. This next item I put in here because it's a great brand, but this item was flawed and I missed it in the store. And this happens, you know, from time to time. I get home. Of course, we all do this. We get home and find a hole under the armpit or a stain that we didn't see in the store. As best as we try and look things over. This brand is Robert Graham, and you can see it right there. It's always written on the inside of the tag in some kind of like embroidered cursive. And this was an XL sweater. I thought I could get, you know, $35 to $40 for this, but when I got home, I realized it was stained. And so as you can see, like down here, it's got like some light bleach stains. I'm assuming that's bleach, but it's not as distinct in person, so it's hard to say what that is, but it's not something that will come out that I know. But I'll show you the front as well. You can see like this little stain right here on the shoulder. So I definitely listed that. Made sure to take great photos pointing out the stains. Now, I didn't necessarily point to it, but anyone looking at these photos can see the clear stains. They were easy enough to notice. Sometimes I'll use like scissors and point to like if there's a spot on the shirt or something or a hole, just to make sure that people see it. I always do three things. I take great photos, make sure that they can see the stain or the flaw, I should say. and then I will list it in the condition, and then I'll put it in the description as well. So there's 3 places that a person can see it so that I minimize my returns on flawed clothing. Occasionally I do get that buyer who buys something and goes, "Up, I didn't see the hole, cancel my order," and that's fine. I'd rather that happen ahead of time than they get it and realize it was flawed once it's at their house. So this sold unbelievably on a best offer of $28 with shipping. I paid $4 for this. I couldn't believe how much I got for it. Honestly, I was willing to take like $15 total, and I got $28. So that was a great sale. And on something like Robert Graham, I love that sale. Hopefully they saw those stains, they saw my description, and that doesn't come back as a return. This next item is called Scully. It's like a leather brand motorcycle attire. And this was a leather jacket in a size 3XL. I don't find Scully that often, but I usually will pick up their leather vests, or I haven't seen a jacket, but the vests are the only things that I've seen so far. This one I would have picked up, I believe I paid $8 for it. As you can see, it even had duct tape on the inside of the liner. Now, obviously that wouldn't be shown if someone was wearing it. I definitely turned it around to make sure there wasn't a rip on the other side, and there wasn't. It was only there was only some kind of imperfection on the inside of the vest on the liner. So I was okay picking it up. I clearly pointed that out in the pictures and the description. And for this vest, 3XL, great size with leather vest. You definitely want to get larger sizes. I got a total of $33 with shipping. So brown leather vest, dark, lightweight, great vest except for the duct tape. And there was even a little mark there on the front, right on top of the pocket. And then I'll usually, if it's leather, I'll take a picture showing that it's 100% leather. This item I put in there just because these items I'm showing you aren't all wins. And Sperry Topsider is a brand that I don't really pick up, so I'm not recommending that you pick it up. I picked up 2 pairs of these kids, or boys I should say, small shoes, both in different sizes, but the exact same shoe at a thrift store probably a year and a half ago. And I've been sitting on them just waiting for them to sell, slowly lowering the price, till finally I just got to where it was like, if anyone will make me an offer, I'll just accept it. So someone came along and made an offer for $28 all in on these. I believe I paid $10 or $15 a pair. Like I said, I still have one left, but these are finally out the door for 28 bucks. I only made like a couple bucks profit. If that, I may have broken even by the time you figure in like promoted listing fees, but to get them out and get $28 back, I'm very happy with that. And some of you may be selling like the Sperry Topsider, like the boat shoes, that look that they have, the boat shoes, or the casual slip-on loafers or whatever. There's so many out there. They're so saturated. Even like I used to sell women's kind of the casual like Keds looking shoes, and I just end up sitting on them for so long and then don't make any money. So I would not advise you to pick those up. If you see that brand, leave it behind unless it's new in the box or new and haven't been worn for a few bucks. I'd pick it up, but other than that, I'd leave them at the store. And then just know that you're gonna have to price them pretty competitively to be able to sell them quickly, or you'll sit on them for a while. This item was Polo Ralph Lauren. This is an item, you can tell by the color, it's hard to really draw out that brown, but this is a dark brown. And usually when I have a color that's hard to draw out, like browns, greens, like an army green, dark brown, black, gray, I'll usually try and get a close-up of the pants just so they can see the true color. This is harder to see. So these are new with tags, as you can see here in the picture. And they were like a corduroy pant. I'd been sitting on them for about 5 months. I think I paid $6 to $8 for these. I remember where I was, but I don't remember the exact amount. I just know that I wouldn't have paid more than $10. And for these pants, I got an offer of $40 plus 8 shipping, so all in $48. Very happy with that. I love Polo Ralph Lauren new with tags. It always holds a really good price, close to 50 bucks. This next brand is an older item that I've sat on for about a year. You can see new in the box, Nike golf shoes. This is definitely an older style of shoe. I don't know exactly how old, but they were brand new. So I listed these and kept dropping the price. I had them 80, 70, 60, and just kept dropping until finally someone came along and made an offer for 50 plus $10 shipping. And that was within about $10 of what I was asking. I accepted it and then immediately got a response from the buyer saying, "Oops, I looked at the wrong size. Can you please cancel my order?" Now, obviously, this was like my first sale of the day for a couple days ago. A $60 sale was just amazing. So I was excited and then bummed immediately that he canceled. But funny story is I relisted them and immediately they sold within an hour of relisting for the full price. So instead of getting 50 plus $10 shipping, I got $58.31 plus $10 shipping. So not all bad things end up being, well, I guess I should just say this. Sometimes bad things can turn around to be a better result than you would have gotten initially. So something that I was bummed about and then immediately excited that they sold for full price. So an extra $8 in my pocket, I'll take that. This next brand is a new brand to me. It's called Carbon to Cobalt, and the tag looks like that. Let's see if I can get it to, there you go, Carbon to Cobalt. Not to be confused with Carbon. There is a brand that's just Carbon. Don't pick those up. I think it's more like a Kohl's brand, honestly. I'm not exactly sure where it's from, but it seems like a Kohl's or department store quality. This is Carbon to Cobalt, and I've only picked up a couple of these, and this was the first one to sell for me. It was like a cotton flannel. It had great color. It was a large, you can see right there, cotton polyester. And for this shirt right here, it sold for full price of $40.81. That's a great sale on an item that I paid $4 for. So be on the lookout for that brand right there, Carbon to Cobalt. I don't see it a lot, but I'll definitely pick it up more now. This next brand I had for a long time, Columbia Bugaboo snow boots. You know, it was size 6. I kind of went back and forth on whether these were kids or men's. Men's size 6 is really small, so I was kind of erring on the side of boys, but they took about 1.5 to 2 years to sell, and finally I got a decent price for them. The buyer made an offer for $30 plus $8 shipping, $38 total, and I gladly took it. I probably won't be picking up Columbia snow boots anymore just because they do take a while to sell, and I have actually had some unfortunate experiences where I sell a Columbia snow boot and on multiple occasions the buyer has said that the shoe exploded on them and sent me pictures, several pictures showing how they just fell apart. So I've kind of stopped picking up Columbia snow boots just because of the way that they don't hold up and they take so long to sell. But very happy to get this going after 1.5 to 2 years in my store. To move a large item like that for $38 was a great sale. This next item is one that I'm very slow to see, Go Light. It's an outdoor brand that's not as well known, but there is a following out there. This was just like a soft shell jacket, and there's the tag right there with more of the logo. Let me pull it up for you. There's the tag right there. You can't really see it that well because it's kind of curved the other way, but it is kind of like the sun rising, or a trail with the sun, or a path or something. I'm not really sure what that is. I was actually blown away at how much this sold for, because it sold for full price, which ended up being $47.51 with shipping. And for something like this, I rolled it up and threw it in a padded flat rate envelope. This next item is an item you've seen me pick up and sell quite a bit of. I just wanted to keep this in here to let you know that they are still selling for me, and I'm still getting about the same price. This Nike Golf Tour Performance. These were black pants, which black always sells really well for me. I think probably better than any other color. Black, and then maybe like a beige or a brown, and then maybe navy blue are the 3 colors that probably sell the best. Once you start getting into bright colors, you do find buyers, but you have to find that more specific buyer. These are black, great pattern. As you can see right here, the Nike Golf, that's a newer logo right there, and I've said it in the past, so I won't spend a lot of time here, but Tour Performance or Standard Fit or Modern Fit, all 3 of those phrases are things you want to find that tell you that's a newer Nike Golf piece. So I sold these on a best offer of $27 all in, and that's kind of in that range that I get. $25 to $30 all in for the pants and the shorts. This next item was a North Face track jacket, or similar to a track jacket in look. It was a full zip, had a great pattern. That tag right there that you can see is kind of an older style, but this jacket was in excellent condition. And I got $38 all in with shipping on this one. The buyer did originally send an offer of 30 plus 8 shipping, and you can see that's a ways off from my 44 plus 8, but I did look at the size, and because this was men's medium, I went ahead and decided to take it. $38 for a jacket that I knew was a great price. And if you remember me saying this in the past, on men's small and medium items, I'm definitely willing to accept offers a little outside of the range that I usually do, because those are the items that sit for me the longest in my store. They just don't sell because you don't have a lot of buyers looking for small and medium. So if you get an offer for something that's smaller in size and it's a decent offer, you may consider taking it on the first time, just to make sure that you don't lose them and lose the sale, because it could be a while before someone else swings back around to pick up that item. Next up, this item I picked up at a Goodwill Ben's or Goodwill outlet. I paid $1 for these. You may remember a video which I posted these. These had a really cool pattern. The Banana Republic Avery leopard print pants. I only picked them up because they were that print, and because of that design, I knew someone would be looking for that leopard print. I know that style is in more right now. It's kind of coming back around, and that was a little tip for my wife. So I picked that up because of the pattern. For these pants, I got all in a total of $28. For something that I paid $1 for, I made $15 profit. I can't complain. This next item is a brand that still sells really well, and I've mentioned this a few times in the past, Peter Millar. Specifically, you want to find Peter Millar Summer Comfort. Their logo is that crown right there. Many times you'll see like Peter Millar, and it may say Featherweight, or Peter Millar Crown, or Crown Sport, I believe. There are a couple different variations, but the Summer Comfort just basically means it's like a golf wicking polo. And this was a great color. Now, Peter Millar has come down a little bit, but I still got a really good price on this. For something like this, typically I'll get $25 to $35 in that range. And I actually got $36.31 for this. So I'll give you one more look right there of the logo. Peter Millar Summer Comfort. Great brand. All right, this wouldn't be a What Sold video if I didn't include an LL Bean piece. As many of you know, this has become my favorite brand to find lately, and this was no exception. This was actually new with tags, and it was like a pullover, like rugby, polo type shirt, and I knew that it would get really good money. This sold full price, $49.81. I paid $4 for this shirt. That was excellent return on money, 10 times my money there. Now, I've been showing you some LL Bean tags, and this tag right here probably tells me that it's more like an outlet store or some kind of a lower end LL Bean. I'm usually looking for the ones that's like the white tag with the green spell out of LL Bean. On the front there, you can even see they've got their logo, and I actually don't find that logo very often. But this was a great shirt, great sale. This next brand is another golf brand similar to Nike that sells really well. I would say this brand sells better than Nike in my opinion, and it is Under Armour. What you're looking for with Under Armour, on the inside you'll find this band here that has like a gripping material. It's got an elastic waist. The heat gear is a really good item, but if you don't find the heat gear, that's okay. Under Armour pants, shorts sell well. I usually stay away from their shirts, but this item I sold full price, $31.81. That's about the high end for what I would get for golf shorts like this. Usually that $25 to $30, $32 range is where it's at. And if you pay $4 for a pair of shorts and flip for $25 or $30, you're still making excellent money, especially if it's first class like this was. Here's another Woolrich cotton flannel for you. I've talked about these in past videos. Even with this tag right here, that embroidered Woolrich, you can tell the pictures on this weren't that great. It's kind of hazy, and this is one of those green colors that has a hard time showing up in the photos. This item right here sold for a best offer of $26 with shipping. It was size XL, which was a great size, and Woolrich has been doing really well for me lately. I won't probably continue picking them up in 3 to 4 months when winter is coming to an end, but for right now, I'm still looking for Woolrich flannels. This next item was a J. Crew corduroy blazer. It's hard to really see the corduroy because of the color and the picture, but it was in excellent condition. You can see right there, vintage core J. Crew blazer on the inside of the jacket there. And usually with these blazers, I put in a lot of different things in the title. So I'll put blazer, sports coat, jacket, just to try and catch what other people may be searching for. So I always do those 3 words, blazer, sports coat, and jacket. Then usually I'll list whether it's a 2-button or a 3-button. And this actually sold full price for $53.81 with shipping. I was actually very surprised at how much I got for it, that I did get the full price, over $50, but I'll take it. I was expecting to probably make about $40 on this all in. This item right here I've talked about several times, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, but I really just wanted to show you what the tag looks like for those who are looking for Untuck It. So right here, that's a very trademark Untuck It logo, all uppercase Untuck, lowercase it. And it will tell you right there the size, the material, and whether it's like a slim fit or regular fit. This is a great brand. I'm hesitant to pick up white shirts just because they get dirty easily, and sometimes you'll get home and find a mark or stain on the shirt. So I always double check while I'm in the store on white shirts especially. This shirt right here, I got $30 total. It was a great sale on an item that I would have paid $4 for at Goodwill. This item is redhead, and I haven't really shown you a redhead tag before in the past, so I thought I'd throw it in here to show you. See if I can get it to pull up. There's the redhead logo. I'm not a huge redhead enthusiast, but with these shirts that are more outdoor hunting gear related and inspired, I usually will look for these. So if they're heavier cotton, or they're a chamois, or they have a camo pattern, those are the redhead clothing items that I'm looking for. This item right here was men's 2XL tall, so for a kind of a lower end brand, that definitely pulls it up. The color was great, and like I said, it was heavier, so sometimes I will put a hunting shirt or outdoor shirt if I have the space and the title to go along with this redhead brand. And this sold for all-in price of $28. This next item was kind of a surprise to me. I found this at a thrift store, and it was brand new with tags. SpongeBob obviously has a huge following, but this was like a Lisa Frank SpongeBob collab, if that's a thing. I don't really follow SpongeBob at all. This shirt actually sold for $36 all in, and it was new with tags. I honestly didn't think it would go for that much, but when I did some comp research in the store, I was very pleasantly surprised to see 1 or 2 sold comps in the past for that mid-30 range. Funny thing about this was when I got home, I found these spots at the very bottom. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be part of the tie-dye or if this was like a stain. So I went ahead and listed it as a stain because it didn't look like it fit in with the rest of the shirt. You can see right there down here at the bottom, it looks like it's out of place and not part of the tie-dye. So I listed that at the very bottom here, 3 to 4 spots on the front bottom. Please see photos. And then sleeves are sewn up but could be let down. And someone came along within a month of finding this and bought it for a total of $36. Occasionally when I find items that are same brand, same size, similar shirt and similar color, I'll put them all together in one lot. And I did that with this brand here. These were all Eddie Bauer Trevec's. They were long sleeve shirts with the exception of one. One was a short sleeve. Typically with Eddie Bauer Trevec's, I can figure to get between $20 and $28, kind of on the high end. When you bundle items together, you have to really be willing to take a less price because someone who's going to come along and buy multiple items expects to get a discount. So I priced these at around that $20 per shirt piece with an additional $8 shipping. Someone came along and offered $64 as an offer plus 8 shipping, $72 all in for these 4 shirts, and I definitely took that. I paid $16 total for these to get $72. Within about a week of listing was an excellent sale. If you're not familiar with Eddie Bauer, I'll kind of zoom in here on the Trevec's logo so you can see it, but it's got that, usually the Eddie Bauer tag will just have this upper portion, the Eddie Bauer in cursive, but the Trevec's is that yellow strip right there. It's got like the upside down triangle on with the two triangle look there. And Trevex usually means moisture wicking, quick dry, and for outdoor enthusiasts, those are what you're wanting to look for. So when you find the Trevex, those sell a little better than just the typical Eddie Bauer button-up shirts. This next item, I was actually surprised at how long it took to sell. The Steelers are a great team. They have a great following, and they always find themselves in contention to get into the playoffs or possibly to win the Super Bowl. And so I didn't think this would take that long to sell. It was a men's windbreaker jacket. It was vented. So you can see there on the back, it's got some little slits open, embroidered or sewn on. The front looks like this. Just got some really cool graphics and patches. The Reebok gives it away that it is an older style. I believe Nike is the sponsor right now, but this jacket actually looked brand new. Didn't have any real wear on it. So I listed it excellent condition like new. I took a best offer on this one and sold it for $34 all in. I had it for more than a year, so I was happy to get rid of it, but yeah, it was lightweight, it went in first class, and $34 is a great price on that. If you're looking at sports apparel, whether it's jackets or polos and stuff, just know that you definitely want to find markets that are larger. If you're finding a small market team, it may take a while to find that buyer. So just keep in mind that larger markets are obviously going to have more people and more of an interest, definitely more of a fan base. So like your New Yorks, your Chicago, LA, Dallas, those are where more of the larger markets exist. And if you can find those, they'll definitely sell faster. All right. Well, you can't really see it, but just got an offer for an item on eBay. So let's go take a look at it and see what it is. There's the item. It is an Orvis sweater. The offer is $21.75. Great offer, by the way, $21.75 plus 8 shipping. $5 off of what I'm asking. I definitely will accept that. Little cha-ching action here as we're doing what solds. All right, this next item was a pair of Crocs snow winter boots, and these were excellent condition. These did take a while to sell, and I think because they were women's size 6. But as you can see here, hardly any marks on them, and they're insulated. That faux fur on the outside and inside is what you want to find with snow boots. I actually had a buyer come along and make a really good offer. I was asking $43 with $9 shipping, and they offered me $48 all in. So I definitely took that, and snow boots are definitely starting to sell now that we're about to come into the winter season. This next item was an item that I threw in just to show you, just like the Robert Graham sweater, not all items are perfect and spotless. This one definitely had its flaws. It was a Patagonia. It was a newer style shirt, great pattern, and had this not had a flaw, I would have gotten $35 to $40 for this item. But because of the flaw, I had to accept less. So I priced it to move it. And this actually sold for full price of what I was asking, $22.81 all in. So let me show you the flaw that it had. As you can see right here, it's really hard to notice, but it had some light marks on the outside. You can kind of see here by the up at the top of the photo and at the bottom of the shirt, there were some light marks. On the back, there was a little stain there. And here it had just looked like some light oil stains or some dirt. Maybe it would come off, I wasn't sure. But there was also a little black mark right there. So someone may not care about those and maybe hope that it comes out, but $22.81 is what I got for it, and I'll take that. This next brand is an excellent outdoor brand, sells really well. This jacket was a men's large. There's the logo right there on the chest. And then also on the inside, Mountain Hardware. That's what the tag looks like. And like I said, you can often find this logo in varying places around their gear, sometimes on the sleeve. On this one I had for close to a year, and I had an offer come in for $45 total, and I definitely took that. That was a great sale on this soft shell jacket. I love Mountain Hardware, and anytime I can find this, if it's in great condition, I pick it up. All right, we got 2 left. This second to last brand, Cabela's, was brand new with tags. I paid up for this. I paid $15 but I knew that I would get a lot of money for this pattern. This was a chamois shirt. As you can see right here, here's the logo for Cabela's. I'm not sure if that's an older tag or not, but this is the deerskin soft chamois. It's a heavier weight, really soft shirt for like hunting or just casual wear. Had a great pattern on it, men's large. Someone came in and paid full price for this, $49.81. Be on the lookout for Cabela's chamois shirts, even if they are used, they're not new with tags, or even if they're just the solid colors, they don't have a great pattern like this one, you can still get close to $30 for those solid color used shirts. And the last item that I'm going to tell you about today, nothing crazy, but just a pair of Columbia new with tags swim shorts. They were 3XL, and I knew that at some point, because of the size, someone would come along and scoop them up. As you can see right there in the tag, they retail for 50 bucks. I priced them at that upper $30 range, and these sold for full price, $36.31. That was a great sale, and that's a great way to cap off this What Sold video, showing you close to 30 items that all sold for great money. We're at the tail end of this video now, and I just want to give you some totals. On those 30-ish items, I got a total of $1,275.30. Those were a selection of items that sold for me over the last week, hopefully giving you 30 different brands to be on the lookout for while you're outsourcing and thrifting. The name of the game is learning so that when you go to source, you find those brands and can profit too. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please reach out in the comments below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Thanks guys for watching. Have a great week.